EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 39, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 11-yard line.
On second down and 4. Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
On the pickup.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the up.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
2 yards on the
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some room to maneuver. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 28. It's a gain of 35. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Shotgun now for Murray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 72 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Seahawks 21, Cardinals 14.
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Carson. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
Dre Kirkpatrick brought him.
They go play action with Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks.
To Greg Olsen.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score is Seahawks 28, Cardinals 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook pick back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
By Bobby Wagner. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Drake. It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
The line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 10-yard line.
Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get in...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Cardinals 35, Seahawks 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. Flush to his right. And Olsen over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
The kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Baker, there to force the incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals 42. Seahawks 35. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
45-yard line.
Check nickel. He's coming, double up. Hey, shift. Check 49. Sponge.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. break. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this out past the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Being chased out left. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson to throw. And he's got Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.